Talk Sports.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 19 of TATS Live. You know where we're at. Fall Lab, downtown Fayetteville. I'm Andy Lou.
Sam Mac.
This is Too Asian.
Talk sports.
And Sam, let's just jump right in.
Straight to the
Mac Facts.
Mac Facts. Right here. Okay, first one. July 23rd, 1987.
It's a while
Red
back.
Sox. Yeah, Red Sox had to get rid of Bill Buckner, the guy that couldn't field in Game 6.
The GOAT?
Yeah, the GOAT, the scapegoat. The scapegoat. Not the greatest of all time.
It's just a scapegoat.
The scapegoat. Like, I don't know about, about the story of the scapegoat, how it goes back in biblical times or whatever. It's like, it was some goat that the village just sent off into the desert to carry away all its sins or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
That's why it's called a scapegoat. You just blame him and let him go away.
See ya.
That's what Bill Buckner was. It was just...
Was that him?
Yeah, man. But the thing is, Bill Buckner had a good career. He actually had 2,600 hits. You know what I mean? That's a pretty damn good career. Not a Hall of Fame career, but he's going to be just remembered for that play.
Well, it's kind of like DeMar DeRozan. Anyway, he's a scapegoat, like him and Casey were the scapegoat of, why they got swept by Cleveland. But that's another story.
Yeah,
that's another story.
Yeah. Number 2, yeah, and another one on July 22nd, 1994. After, this was the second arraignment of O.J. Simpson. How he was pleading to the murder case. July 2nd, it's a quote now that's like, you see it in like books where, it's like, he pleaded not just not guilty, absolutely 100% not guilty.
That's not redundant. It's absolutely 100% not guilty. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. It's just, and the court case, it took like over a year. A lot of weird stuff. I'm not here, whatever, but it just set off this whole like drama. It's like
that's got to be a shirt.
What?
Somewhere.
Absolutely 100% not guilty.
Yeah. I would rock that shirt.
Yeah, you would.
I'll have it on the back.
Yeah.
That's just me. But I'm always innocent. Like, I never do anything bad. I'm like, really good guy.
Yeah. And also, one last thing.
I'm gonna consider the source on that
Oh,
one.
yeah, good guy. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when somebody
I saw Daniel give me that look. I was just like, man, let me
somebody's a
finish
good
this
guy,
drink.
when somebody's
Let
I'm
me
a
finish
good
this
guy.
drink.
How many times have you heard that and it was actually true?
Absolutely 100% all the time. No? All right, okay.
All right, third one. It's a tragic event, man. It was July 27th, man, 1996. Most of us were alive then, man. But was the day of the Olympic Park bombing in Atlanta during the Olympics, man. It was during, like 2 people died, and that security guard, that Richard Jewell, man, that guy was like, he was blamed for it before they even, but the media was blaming him and everything, like,
So he
that's
was
the
a
guy.
scapegoat. He was a scapegoat. For it.
Yeah, they were blaming him, and they didn't even. The media was already. I don't know, man. It was just a sad situation, man. He's lived with that for the rest. He passed away like 10 years ago, but it's like, man, I couldn't imagine being blamed for something you never did, something that, you know what I mean?
Yep. No, absolutely.
On another note, my mother was actually at the park with
Yeah.
my sister when that happened.
Yeah.
The Texas games. Yeah. Little-
That's crazy.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, talking about
my
him
mother
close to
said
home.
that it was she was like because they're on the other side of the park or whatever, and they just heard a loud boom or whatever. She being Puerto Rican, we need to get out of there. Puerto Ricans don't stick around.
Yeah.
They don't stick around when they hear the boom?
No.
Unless it's the beat dropping.
The beat dropping, right?
You know what I mean? So yeah, my mother and
Yeah.
we're at the games, and my mother's friend Wendy, they were all there. So, yeah. Pretty crazy.
Man, yeah.
Nope.
And when I saw that fact, I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna say shit until the show.
yeah.
I wanted that automatic. I wanted that reaction on your face, like really, oh crap.
Tragic event, man.
Boom.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So
It was good.
losers corner.
All right, so we got losers corner. So I mean, you know, I'm a big sports fan, so you know, I'm gonna ride on my team, right? So I'm not a homer. You know, whenever they suck. When they're good, right? That's what a true fan is, right? I'm not gonna be like, yeah, Mavericks gonna win the championship when we were like a 60 loss team. So Dallas Mavericks, I feel like we're like the welcome mat of the NBA. People just use us as leverage, and then they bounce, right? So this is the third time. So the first two are big names that you're gonna recognize, right? So what I'm talking about is we get a contract agreed upon, right? Gentleman's handshake, and then they're like, nope, never mind, see you later, right? DeAndre Jordan a couple years ago, everybody knows about that.
Yep.
Jason Kidd did it, right? And then earlier this week, Yogi Ferrell did it to us. Joined Sacramento Kings for another $900,000.
For an egg, wow.
And he came up to y'all's.
Yeah, we gave him, like, we were the one that, the G League.
League.
We were the one that gave him a chance. I'm not gonna blame the guy for, he's not making a lot of money, so this $900,000 is almost like a 20% raise, right?
Except for taxes in California.
Oh yeah, that's true. Texas,
There's no state income tax in
no
Texas.
state income tax, but yeah, like he pretty much spurned us for like $200K at the end of the day, right? But
it's still $200K more than he had.
it is, but I mean, it's just like the Mavericks, like every time. Hey, yeah, we're gonna sign with you. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Shame on them.
Nah.
And so is it the Mavericks' fault or the players?
It's the Mavs' fault because obviously they can't lock it down. We can't sign big time free agents. Something is wrong within the front office, right? Everybody always says Cuban's a great guy, which I completely buy into that. He's a great guy, great owner. He turned the franchise around.
Oh yeah.
I remember watching it because forever the Mavericks sucked, and then they started making the playoffs. It was Finley, Dirk, Nash.
Yeah, I remember.
And then we had Juwan Howard. I love Juwan Howard. Whenever he goes, whenever he's on the Miami bench, he's always ready to fight somebody. But yeah, like
I like his shoes back in the day.
I remember Michael Finley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a little scrappy guy.
Yeah, number 4. He was on.
He's a guard. He's like 6'1".
No, I think it's 6'7".
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he was
I thought he
on.
was-
Okay, you know what? He's gonna be in between the 6'1" and 6'7".
Yeah.
He's on at 6'1", but he's not 6'7".
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was a small forward.
Hey, Michael, where you at?
I know. We
Mike, pull up the stat. Let this guy know he's already starting 0 for 1.
I know he probably played at Wisconsin. I think is where he played at in college.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I didn't look too much into.
But Philly was like the star player before
Yep.
Dirk came around.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
When they started going on playoffs.
Jamal Mashburn, I think, was a star. Jim Jackson.
Yeah.
But he got traded to New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Mashburn, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember all that. Well, anyways, let's get right into the show today, fellas. Are you excited for today?
Oh yeah.
What do we got?
Big news. Big news. Melo got waived. We all knew that was happening.
Yep.
And it was between Houston and Miami. Goes to Houston. I'm gonna go last. I want to go last here.
Okay.
Sam, what are your thoughts here? What up, Bernard?
Man, if he decides to if Melo chooses to come off the bench, man, I think he would be, because obviously, I don't know, where would he? I don't know. It's just tough. It's just he's not a young guy anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, when you talk about coming off the bench,
Yeah.
like he didn't want to do
He
it.
didn't want to do that. Yeah.
OKC.
Thing is, if he does choose to come off the bench, man, I think he'd be like 6th man of the
He
year.
could be
You know what I mean?
sixth
He put up like 15 a game, and
But his heart's not in it.
Yeah. If his heart is in it, I could see him coming off bench, energy, coming just
Does he
dunking
need to
off.
come off the bench? Anyways, I mean, they're losing some key pieces.
Mhm. Yeah,
Right.
he'd probably fill in for a reason.
Yeah, he'd make that starting 5 better,
Mhm.
right? If you're going to get 16 points out of him no matter what in a game. Well, they with the pieces they lost, he makes that starting 5 better than the people that they have on the bench.
So your thought is this improves them?
This improves him
Because it has to. I mean, we can
on paper.
because
On
we
paper.
see the thing is we compare Carmelo to other superstars. So when you compare him to other superstars, you go, oh, he's not as good as he was to be.
He's a half a star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better than bench players. That's why he says I'm not a bench player.
No. Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, I buy that. But yeah.
So
but man, it's just.
Just breaking it down.
He
Alright.
just.
Well, before I interrupt you, I want
Yeah.
to let you guys get your thoughts out because I'm a.
Go ahead, you're in. I got it.
All right,
That's
am
about
I-
it.
Yeah, it's just.
Alright.
I just don't see
Tag.
him. It's
Tag. I'm in. So
He's a good player, but yeah.
I think this is a bad fit.
Yeah.
This is a bad fit. Not gonna work.
So Troy.
It's
Mr.
not gonna work.
Cleveland against the world.
The reason that it's not gonna work is that this is too ISO heavy, right? So if you're gonna have Harden, Chris Paul, and Carmelo, all three of them need the ball, right? This is not like, I hate to keep using this, like it's not like the Warriors where they share the ball, right? Remember the first year KD was on there, Green yelled at KD because KD kept trying to play ISO ball, and that's not how they played, right? So they're all about getting open looks,
They
getting
were.
the best shot.
They were, but they had the most ISO in the playoffs.
Well, in the playoffs, he had to take advantage because they were
They had the-
scheming him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I got you.
But I think the way he fits in, it's not going to work. Just not enough balls to go around because there's only one ball. Anyways,
Harden does average, for his position, the second highest assist in the league. It was like 8.6.
yeah, like he got better. Like his assist numbers have been going up, but I just don't see it happening. Melo, he holds the ball, right? Hold the ball, 3 seconds left, shoot.
But he won't have to hold it because Chris Paul put him in positions where he can just make a shot.
See that?
I don't think
I think we have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I think
See
we have to
how
wait and
things
see.
gel. See how things
Yeah.
gel. You know what I mean?
I don't think he's just that guy anymore. And then this whole D'Antoni Melo thing has been tried before.
Mm-hmm.
So you think it's a bad move?
I think.
What do you think? Quick.
I think it won't work out.
Won't work out?
In the end.
So collectively, we think it's a bad move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think it's bad. I think he should went to Miami. He would have gotten more time to be the star in a weaker conference to where he could do something because that's what he wants to do. He wants to do something. Wants to be somebody. He's going to be the third option.
Well, I
And
guess-
honestly, Capella could outshine him, so he could be the fourth option.
That might be good for him at this stage in his
Yeah.
career. It might be good for
But
him.
he's not ready to take that step down. I mean, you saw what happened last year. He's not ready.
They can always bench him. I mean, and they're not
Yeah.
gonna pay him too much if they do sign him. So I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
they got him for a minute.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. We got Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder. So he got traded to OKC.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you like about that, Andy? Because you were the one who brought it up.
I think that's a great trade for Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you look at what they gave up, which is pretty much Carmelo, right? Instead of just dumping him, right? they got somebody in return, right? Because if they just waived him, they just cut somebody, can't trade anybody because that money's locked up still, right?
Yeah.
So they get Schroeder is not top 10 guard. He's probably somewhere in the high teens to
15,
top 15,
15-ish.
right? Somewhere around there.
Mhm.
He's very serviceable. He's coming off the bench. Give them a spark off the bench. Out of all the bench guys besides Harden, right? So they have Reggie Jackson and
They don't have anybody that can score like him.
yeah, they don't have
Yeah.
anybody, right? So he could be that spark plug that they thought Carmelo would have been coming off the bench.
And he's probably more coachable. And he's young.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
thing is, like,
coachable.
they said before the trade happened, they talked to him, and he was on board of, hey, all right, I'll come off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, he's done
And
that
he's
for most
relatively
of,
cheap.
He's done it for most of his career anyways.
Mhm.
Yeah, when he was backing up T.
Yeah, so he's I think and he was still getting 20. He's going to get 25, 30 minutes anyways in a bench role, so it's not going to matter.
Yeah. It's a good
Where are you
deal.
at? You think it's good too?
I think it's good. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
All right, so Michael Beasley to the Lakers. I personally think it's hilarious.
Why is it hilarious?
What was it?
This is Michael Beasley. Like he was a show in New York. It's gonna be a show in LA. I don't know if he's gonna make it through the season with LeBron. That's all I'm
yeah.
gonna say.
You think?
LeBron's tough, man.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not easy to play with the guy.
I don't know if he's gonna make it through the season. Right now, like the Lakers are just like, okay, we'll sign all the talent in the world and LeBron will make them better. Because Beasley's a talented player.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, he's like Kevin Love without the 3-point shot.
Yeah.
And then he has drama that comes with him, and he wants to be ball dominant. If he's coming off the bench, I think he'll be good for the Lakers. Other than that, I don't think he can run starting five with LeBron. I think he needs to be like a sixth man.
Oh, he's not gonna be a starting
Did
five.
he play
That's the next
with
topic. He's not gonna be
LeBron
starting
in
five.
Miami?
Okay.
He's not gonna be starting five.
So what do you think?
LeBron in Miami didn't.
Yeah, he played with Beasley for 1 year. I
Yeah,
think
No,
it's a
it
good
was
move.
minutes. It wasn't.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
getting like
yeah.
3 minutes a game.
Oh yeah.
Like, it wasn't-
I remember
there
seeing
was a long
that,
time
yeah.
where they were on the court at the
Yeah.
same time, but no, actually, I like it. I think Beasley is very, very. I don't know if you can call him underrated at this point in his career,
Yeah,
but
it's like a
I think
century
he
now,
still
something.
has something to show, and they got him for the cheap. I still believe Michael Beasley can put up points.
He's talented.
Well, yeah, I mean, he had double doubles last year like crazy. You know, he had played good in New York, but I mean, it's, like New York is like, I feel like LA is like going to like this huge production of a show because they got the Lakers and LeBron, and then New York is like the fair.
Yeah.
And like
the carnival that
there's no pressure on
Michael Beasley was the best show at the fair.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like pay $5 to see, you know.
The bearded woman.
Yeah.
You know, like it's cool to see, and you'll pay your ticket. You're not getting that joy that you get like when it's your team and you're rooting for them. You're just like New York makes it become a sideshow. It's pretty sad.
It's sad, yeah. When the Knicks, they should be much better.
Are you guys good on this?
Yeah.
All right. So moving through pretty quickly today. Porter Jr. Everybody said this was a great move, a great
I liked
pickup.
it. I liked it at 14. I wanted him to the Mavericks. At number 4 or 5 or wherever they picked. So, I don't know. Is this a surprise that he had a second back surgery? It was a couple weeks ago, so it was like after the draft.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
that's bad.
Would you rather have Markelle Fultz right now with his improved shot? I tell you, he's gonna average double, and he's gonna have to eat so much. He's gonna eat so much. But seriously, so I mean, that's the thing about a rookie. That's why there's rookie wage scales. That's why they don't get max dollars coming into the league, so that you can put them on the bench, let them get healthy, and then they're an asset to your team later. So, to be determined.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be unfortunate. I mean, there are talks that they're saying it no now. I mean, they always say no. They always reject it first, but he could possibly miss the season. So this is worse than the MB because MB is just a foot thing. I know he missed a year and Simmons missed a year, but I mean like when you talk about your back,
I know.
They said with the back it zaps your mobility and a lot of your athleticism.
Well, let's say this: he's young, and Dwight Howard came back from a back injury. It took him an extra season because he played that season with the Lakers. He wasn't as effective as he wanted to be because he just wasn't healthy from the back surgery. So if you take that into consideration with his being maybe 10 years older than Porter at the time he had that surgery, and then having a monster season like he did this season, I mean, if the surgery's good and the doctors say he's okay and he's going to be fine, it's still going to be a good. It's just delayed.
Yeah. I mean, like we just gotta see. We just gotta see. But once he goes there, I mean, like I'll lock up Denver as a playoff team.
And they could be this season anyways. They have good core. They make some good moves. And what if D-Wade ends up out there anyways?
No, he was going to China. That's what
I heard.
He's going to China?
So,
he's trying to sell some sneakers?
This is what Andy really, really wants to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
The LA death lineup. Hasn't played a minute, but they're the death lineup.
I know. The hell?
Versus the Hampton 5. It's really hard to say.
Hampton 5.
Ugh.
So I was reading this article, and they said this is the lineup that they would throw out whenever Warriors want to play small ball. And I just laugh at this lineup that the Lakers have.
Okay, go for it.
Thinking that they can compete with the Hampton 5 that has almost 3 rings, right? Because they have 2 with KD and then 1 without him, right? So they're going to throw out Lonzo, Hart, Kuzma, Ingram, James. All right? So we can break it down player by player, or we can break it down by just the whole collective, because the only guy that's done close to a thing is James.
Yeah.
Right?
All the other guys are...
Ball, just beep, ooh.
He dropped the track.
He dropped the track. This is the guy that he's gonna be playing with, right? Kuzma was good. He came out firing, but he lost a lot of steam. Hart, I mean, they want to hang on to him. I guess he's got potential, but that's all it is, potential. Ingram hasn't really put together a full season to where it's like, wow, he's taking that next step. I think he take that next step, maybe just a half a step instead of like a whole step. And then you have James, right? So whoever you match James with, you can watch out, right? So he's playing the 5, so you match him with Green, and then everything else, right? You have the Warriors winning all the positions, right?
Yep.
You have Curry over Ball, right? No question.
Easily.
Thompson over who's next? I don't know. Is it Hart or Kuzma? Hart, right? Yeah, and then you have KD over Kuzma. And then you have
LeBron.
Well, LeBron would be the 5.
He play over Green.
Yeah. So maybe you give Ingram over Iggy, right? But it's not gonna really matter, right? Because you're so overmatched in the first three positions.
I'd probably put Ingram on KD just for size.
Yeah.
Size wise, and then put Kuzma on Iggy.
Yeah. So I mean they'll have. It'll be a 3-2, but like the 3 that the Warriors have is a landslide.
Well, all the Lakers are 6'7". Like everybody's 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". Like everybody is long and like they could probably touch hands around a 3-point perimeter.
Make peace.
Me.
You know that picture with the world and then like it's like everybody holding hands.
They call it the run through defense. What is it? Red Rover.
Red Rover.
They call it Red Rover.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I think that's
So you think it's laughable? Where are you at on it? Do you have a
Man.
devil's advocate position on this?
No, I just.
Why not? Gee, this is two Asians talk sports. Not agree.
It's just hard. Like I said, it's laughable.
So what if you took out Hart and you moved in Beasley and moved everybody else down the line? So Beasley's your 4.
Same thing.
Same thing.
I
mean, that's
like I think the
players,
Lakers will be fun to watch. Like I'm a big fan of Lance Stevenson, big fan of Michael Beasley. Right? They'll win some games. They'll probably make the playoffs as the 6, 7, or 8 seed.
Nobody said anything about Rondo, man. I feel like if you're playing the Warriors, you're putting Rondo in there. I just really feel like
if
if
you want to have ball in there. And
Lamar's
gonna throw a fit.
Who would you rather have?
He could be at a game, protesting, be like, hey, why isn't the ball in?
Who would you rather have on the court against the Warriors? Rondo?
You rather have Rondo.
Okay.
Rondo, yeah,
right?
He opens so much of your offense.
He's a better floor general.
Yep.
He's probably more reliable to
Bro,
make
he's a
shot.
champion.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Talk about people who've been there.
Boston guy.
I'm just saying.
nasty.
He's been there and he's been close and he's been the best player on his team in most playoffs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you can switch Lonzo
When
there.
he's putting pressure on LeBron, and LeBron has everything in the world for him, height, size, speed, and he's averaging triple doubles like LeBron, that's somebody that LeBron's gonna be happy to play with and go to war with.
No.
Yeah.
No, like again, LA will be a good
Interesting
team to
see,
watch.
man. Yeah.
Like honestly, like I would love to see James and McGee together. I think that would be
Bueno?
that would be a good combination. But I just don't think LA would be a threat to
Golden
the top two teams. I mean, not even Houston. Like they won't be a threat
Barring
to Houston.
injury.
Yeah.
All right, so basically, that LA Death lineup is a joke.
Yeah, it's absurd.
I think somebody was just trying to write an article.
Somebody was trying to get some clickbait.
Yeah.
Okay. Who named it?
Huh? I don't know.
I'm gonna have to. I want to know.
Death.
I want to know so I can troll them.
That's how.
If the Lakers don't even make the playoffs, like I just want to troll them. People are saying they'll be number 3 in the Western Conference.
That's laughable. Number 3.
I saw the power rankings and they got the Lakers at 9th.
I don't know.
9th.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. Well, let's
That's
transition to some MLB really quickly.
All right.
You got Matt Carpenter. You can go see him.
Chris Carpenter.
Take a little 2.5-hour drive. That's it.
Oh my, that's Matt Carpenter. He wrote Chris. Tell about the picture. I was like, that's Matt Carpenter.
Why would you argue with the moderator ever? It's Matt Carpenter.
Yeah, it is.
It's
The man with no gloves. The man with no gloves.
Matt Carpenter. Okay. He did some big stuff, Andy. What did he do?
Monster day. So 5 extra base hits. So it's pretty much anything over a single, right? 3 home runs, 2 doubles, right? So
2
he went
doubles.
5 for
3
5.
dumps. He had 3 dumps.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this last week. We were talking about like records and how like the MLB record is like still there, whereas like the NFL record is just a different game. People are passing more new rules, right? Whatever you like tie or break MLB records, I feel like it's a big accomplishment.
Significant.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So he is the 14th player to do that.
Ever.
Right? Ever. He is the first. He is the fastest to do it because he did it in 6 innings. He was 5 for 5, and after that they pulled him.
Yeah, because they were.
It was a blowout.
Like 18-5.
Yeah, it was a blowout.
I think you let him roll, man. If he's breaking records.
I know, yeah.
I think you let him roll.
No. See, the thing is, sometimes you pull him out because he might
do something stupid.
He might beat him.
He also hit 6 home runs in 6 consecutive games.
Nuts.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
6 straight games, at least 1 home run in each one of those games. during that streak.
I know. He was just on a roll. He
Dude,
just had
hey
a
man,
big week.
if I had him in beat the streak, man, ooh, dude, it would have been good.
Still
I
wouldn't get
played
you
him in
57.
DraftKings. He won me $40.
Yeah, man, Matt Carmer was
Yeah,
he was just on
beasted.
fire, just
He
hitting
said he had
everything.
69 fantasy points.
69.
The only person I ever saw have more than that was Anthony Rendon. He did it on a Sunday. He had 99.
Anthony Rendon.
He hit like
Yeah,
4 home
on the
runs. He had
Nationals.
10 RBIs. It was like a grand slam in there. So you get.
Oh, when he was like 4 for 4, right? Like
yeah,
earlier this
It
yeah.
was last year. It was last season.
Last
But yeah, dude put up 99 fantasy points.
Unheard of, huh?
Yeah, it was crazy.
It sounds like basketball.
Yeah.
Can I just pour this in here and mix it with everything else?
No,
I mean, if you're gonna like the taste, are we doing this?
No, that's for the end of the show.
tequila.
Okay.
Okay.
That's how we went in the show.
Chuck was ready. He's like,
I'd rather do it now. I'd rather do
He
it now.
needs it. Take one now and take the other one after.
Do it.
I'm taking it.
Do
All
it.
right,
Go
all right,
for
all
it.
right.
Do it.
Go for it, boys.
All right, hey,
Shot
hey, quick
Long
intermission.
day, guys.
Quick intermission.
Quick intermission.
Damn.
Damn.
Rio drinking.
Shout out to
Dang, she
June
got the
Ball.
big,
Thanks.
got the big one. Thanks for bringing it in, though.
Yeah,
yeah.
pass out.
Yeah, hey, Griel. Hey, y'all watch. Hey, is
Yeah.
12 inch rule.
12 inch rule.
12 inches, please. Salute.
all right, let's just jump right back into it.
Moderator's gotta be on point.
So,
He doesn't know where he is.
so what we got?
No me gusta.
Me gusta.
No me gusta.
That's bueno.
All right, so Chris Carpenter, that's huge. And the Cardinals have turned around their season. He had a lot of bad luck in the beginning of the season, so it was good to see this.
Yeah,
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna do a quick timeout since
Okay.
we're talking about the Cardinals, right?
Okay.
They had a rookie 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah. De Leon.
I don't
Ponce de
know.
Leon.
Ponce de Leon.
Ponce de Leon.
Debut
Yeah.
No hit.
7 innings of no-hit baseball.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep.
7 innings, quite a bit. And you
Yeah.
know what? Yesterday,
Yep.
they had another guy do it, and he got spooked by a fire alarm.
That's pitchers, though. That's what they
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
man.
No, they're really
That's why when pitchers pitch a no-hitter or something,
nobody
talks
talks
to
to
him.
him. Yeah, oh yeah, like leave him alone. Like let him talk to himself.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, you got this. Hey, I got it.
I'd be the pitcher that's like having conversation.
Yeah. He's,
No, he's not trying to go to everybody.
I'd be
Everybody's like going
I'm
in.
like, yo,
all hell.
next inning we're doing a miracle inning. Oh, it's 9 straight pitches, 3
three
strikeouts.
strikeouts.
Like, when I'd be out there talking, I'd be on the mound, I couldn't be a pitcher. I couldn't. They come at me with a bat. I couldn't be a pitcher.
You know, like how like the infielders, outfielders like joke around, like they would
yeah.
try to do that, during like middle of a pitch, start joking around, be like, yeah.
Terrible. All right, so I agree with you on this next topic. So the Mets training staff can't keep anyone healthy.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think they need to fire the training staff?
Oh yeah. Like I mean, look, like all their big names have.
Had significant injury.
Yeah, like not only the bad injuries, but it's the recovery process that has not panned well, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, let's go off. Let's go in order, right? Matt Harvey,
Yeah.
right? Matt Harvey was Gotham's
The
Batman.
next big, the next big
for
thing.
for the Mets,
That's
Yeah.
his nickname, man.
Yeah. The Dark Knight.
The
is what
Dark
they call it,
Knight.
The Dark Knight.
and they came back too early. They overused him. Never the same guy.
Yep.
Never the same guy. I mean, probably cost this dude
His career.
nine-figure contract.
Yeah.
He's having a good season though.
No, he just got blown up.
Yeah.
He
He's
just got
having a
blown
good
up.
season.
No,
He's having a good season.
he got traded.
Yeah, but he's having a good season. He is. He's turning around. He had like 4 straight good games, and he had 1 blowout. I'm not gonna pull the Andy.
I know I'm gonna
The
run.
Trey Young overreaction. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna hate on Markel.
Mark,
I think he'll
We got a
still
roster.
be good,
DJ Tucker.
but he's like he's nowhere near what we saw early on before the surgery.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know what I
he's
mean?
no longer the same guy.
Yeah, he's no longer saying, but I think he's still good. But man, he could have been dominant.
Let me
You know
ask
what I
you
mean?
this, because you seem to actually still kind of, like him. Do you think the surgery could just be in his head? And it's something that he's saying, oh, I'm not as good as I could be because of my surgery, or something like that.
I don't know, man. Like, I've never had to recover from like.
Going under the knife is a bitch.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like, I've been there,
The only
so.
surgery I've ever had is oral surgery. Getting my wisdom teeth pulled out.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Even then, no. Even then, it was just like it was just a bad experience. Like the recovery.
Give me the hydrocodone.
Right? You know what I'm saying? It's really like think about it. Just that, and it's already bad.
That's how Brett Favre got hooked on pills.
Yeah.
Brett Favre still on pills.
Can't
Not
imagine.
hooked. Oh, I guess.
So you didn't know that's how he got know. Did you remember that whole Brett Favre thing, beating his wife?
No.
All right, we'll have to bring that up another day.
Well, I just know he cheated with the reporter.
I didn't.
Wasn't that Jason Kidd? No, he didn't.
No,
he
I
showed
just-
the reporter his stuff. He didn't cheat with her.
I just
Oh, yes, Sexter.
remember. I think his wife was diagnosed with breast cancer, and he had a whale of a game that Monday night or something.
I don't know. We'll have a whole episode of Brett
It was
Favre.
like something like
We'll
that.
just put Brett Favre on blast, and we'll have a whole section for him. Like we'll just why he's not a Hall of Famer or something. We'll do something.
Oh right.
You know.
So no, let me answer the question.
So,
I want to answer the
Noah's-
question. I want to answer the
Go
question.
ahead.
All right. So you asked him, is it mental, right? Because you say he
Yes.
likes him, right? It's not mental. This guy has all the confidence, right? Do you remember whenever like he was the guy? I mean, like this dude was dating models.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's
Baseball player in New York.
New York.
that's
You have your
confidence,
choice.
right? He was on the like the naked ESPN.
The body, whatever.
Yeah, the body, whatever it's called,
I
right?
think he should have been though.
I don't know.
They put God, what is his name? He has Prince Fielder on.
Oh yeah. Oh Prince Fielder.
Yeah.
Gotta love Prince Fielder,
Yeah.
man. I love Prince
Yeah, they put
Fielder.
Prince Fielder.
Oh man, dude.
And
Prince Fielder.
And the only
man.
reason I don't hate on it is because that's probably what I look like with my shirt. So,
Prince
it is
Fielder
what
though,
it is.
man. Hey man, if he had a longer career, man, I think.
Hey, his wife loves him, so
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna hate. The belly is a thing to be loved.
No,
It's a thing.
That's a thing.
that's where I heard. I think he said or something like that on a commercial. He said, or was it somebody? But something like, baseball don't have the best athletes. Well, if you hit the ball far enough, you gotta win.
You ain't have to worry. It was on the 30 for 30 about the body issue.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember hearing
All
that.
right.
Yeah,
So you're saying, and then you know the whole Cespedes stuff as well. Like he's probably a top 5 player when he's healthy.
yeah, he's
You know the guy
he's
rates.
fine tool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this guy has a lot of sense. Like, did you
And
see like this dude?
He
Like,
comes to New York and
yeah,
Can't
like
say
he
healthy.
didn't have any huge major red flags as far as injury goes in Oakland.
Mhm.
Comes to New York, can't stay healthy.
so is it the training staff or is it the recruiting?
It's the
No,
water.
it's a training staff. It's a training staff. It's the medical.
New York.
They need to fire that staff. Look, DeGrom, Wheeler, Matz,
Noah.
Cespedes, Noah.
Noah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Syndergaard was on there. I mean, that's your
What was
ace.
that? What was that big guy that they had forever that I was always injured, man? It was a couple of years. I don't know.
Big guy, what, Al
Hampton.
Leiter?
He was like
Hampton?
he was like a center fielder or friggin'
How long ago?
maybe 6 years, 7 years.
Granderson?
Curtis Granders?
No, he's white.
White. A white center fielder. There's no
Might have
Where
been,
is
might have been
third?
Hispanic.
Third.
Conforto?
No, Conforto's been there not long enough. It was before.
He has some injury
I
issues
remember
too.
David Wright was hurt.
I think that's who.
Oh,
He
David
was
at
a
first base.
third baseman,
Third baseman.
third baseman,
Third
He
baseman.
always.
Yeah,
He was a
He
big
was the
time
next
hitter,
great thing.
and
Yeah,
then boom, like
I
shut
thought
down
he was-
like MIA.
Yeah.
Like just MIA.
You know what's funny? Like if I would have said, "Oh, he's a white wide receiver for the New England Patriots," like it's easy to narrow down, right?
Yeah.
You say a white guy in baseball, you're like, okay, there's 12 of them on every team.
Hockey.
It's the only sport left, right? It's that and tennis and golf.
Well, they're all Canadians. Canada.
Still white. White is white.
Canada.
Are you saying Canadians ain't white?
Canadians white.
Only about half the NHL is Canadian. About a quarter is.
And then like they're
American.
like Swiss,
And then the rest is Russian and.
Yeah,
Russian,
Sweden,
Netherlands,
Sweden.
Greenland,
Sweden?
Iceland.
Sweden has probably outside
Doc? They're from Sweden?
of outside of Canada and the U.S. Sweden probably has
Sweden.
Ah, Sweden.
the most players in the NHL.
Yes.
Russian.
That was actually when Sweden.
Russian used to be the third one, but right after the fall of the Soviet Union, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There were so many Russian players, man. There were a
Shout
lot of
it
them.
out.
Now, because they got a pro league out in Russia now, you get
It's not
fewer.
the
Hey, so
Yeah.
do all Russians' last name have at least 1K?
You know, that's a Google question. I don't know if that's a Sam question.
Nah, well,
The K is pretty popular.
Is it the front K or the
Thing is-
reverse K?
the K.
They have a reverse K.
Thing is, the K, it's not really a K. It's like a
It's a-
sound.
It's like a HA.
Yeah. It's
Ah,
like a
that's my
hockey
throat.
loogie, you know? Like
Ah,
that.
that's my throat.
Yeah.
So weird. Like who? Like when they're developing language, like when did like nobody just say like, hey, this is probably a bad idea to be. Like that's probably sounds like that's a bad idea in
Some
language.
languages have a clicking sound, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
That's not a soundboard, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
None of that's a soundboard.
No, but yeah, you know, some sounds are so foreign in the English. You know what I mean? You know,
So,
like from other languages.
Let's jump to the worst part of the show, and
Okay.
we'll talk about soccer.
Oh, okay.
So, me and Andy don't know anything about anything when it comes to soccer, so this is on you.
Okay.
Liverpool gets, I don't know, you can just, you know what, you can read that one.
Allison from Roma. I mean, like, Liverpool's goalkeeper, everybody's been ragging on him, Karius. It's been bad. It's just been
So they
ragging
needed
on
a new
him.
one?
So they got a new one.
I mean, is Liverpool making moves? I mean,
Oh,
last year
yeah.
they didn't pay a huge transfer fee, but they did a transfer fee for Mohamed Salah.
Salah was, dude, he was balling.
Dude,
In the season, he was balling. I think he had like 25 goals or something like that in a 38 game schedule. That's a pretty good.
It's almost
clip,
a goal a game, he has .79.
Yeah, you know that's amazing.
That's pretty good.
But you know, we lost in the final of the UEFA Champions League, man. That's the one. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one that matters.
Yeah.
That's all they remember you by.
So do you think that they're gonna, they made the necessary moves?
It takes a lot of luck and everything, man. It's
Oh,
just
that's
like,
any season,
Yeah,
any
yeah.
league. Like I said,
Oh, yeah.
I said today on my Facebook, and I'm just saying it out loud so that it's recorded and people know. I picked the Rams on paper to pick the Super Bowl, to win the Super Bowl. I
on
think
paper, yeah.
I like the Rams. You know what I mean?
Rams are good. I think they overachieved last year. I think this year
They could have won that playoff game if freaking making
Somebody
kicks.
told
Make
me-
some kicks.
They've already told you.
Somebody told me that Jimmy Garoppolo is better
In golf.
than Jared Goff.
I mean, he's paid like one.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Jimmy Garoppolo, he was recently out with a porn star.
Oh yeah.
I mean, TMZ had a field day. I mean, there's memes. Not only was he out with a porn star, he said he's a better quarterback than Tom Brady.
Yeah, I remember that. That's laughable.
So he's also pulling the Drake, and he's in his feelings right now. He felt he was a backup for too long, so he pulled the Gronk, and he dated a porn star. Gronk did it first.
Gronk did it first.
Gronk had pictures with him and the porn star with his shirt off and her wearing his jersey.
Yeah. What does that mean? What did they do?
Jimmy Garoppolo did not do it to the Gronk level. All right, I like Jimmy G.
Yeah.
So look, he's 7-0, Andy, in the league. Okay, he has over 250 attempts, no interceptions. Okay, so he has a good sample size for a quarterback. Deshaun Watson has the same sample size, and people are really high on Deshaun Watson. Jimmy is also athletic. He's not a speedster like, you know, he doesn't have the same speed. In terms of quality, you know, should he be up there with those higher echelon quarterbacks in such what I feel is such a small sample size?
Yeah,
When
Small.
Even Deshaun Watson
Give
has a small sample
me
size.
a full season.
full season, right?
Give me a full season.
Okay, so right now with that, the talking heads on the networks saying, "Oh, you're crazy to say Jimmy Garoppolo's not better than Jared Goff." Well, Jared Goff has 2 seasons, one bad one with a bad coach that's been a bad coach for a long time. You know, he didn't have no business to be a coach. He was terrible with the Titans for 10 years, and then he got the Rams job. I don't know how you fail up.
Fish
I
up.
don't know how you fail up. Yes. And then you get a great coach as Sean McVay, puts a line in front of this kid, and this kid shows you he can work a system, does it for all the way to the playoffs, okay? And it's not like he was keying in on a certain receiver or anything. He was playing the way Tom Brady would play, basically.
Yeah.
You know? So to say that Jimmy Garoppolo is better, I feel is asinine at this point.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
premature.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, like the thing is,
Maybe he's
like,
got one solid season, one whole season.
it's not even a
Goff.
sauce. He put up good numbers, you know. And the thing is, like, I don't know if those games really even meant anything to the other team.
Who?
The
Those
games
San
that-
Francisco games, because it was in the
Yeah,
back half of the
yeah,
season.
yeah,
They're already
that's
out
what-
of the playoffs.
We were talking about it
Yeah.
off the air. We're talking about like how like even the games to San Francisco didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So they were probably like, you know, he's just slinging it around. You know, I was like, he ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? He's just. But
Yeah,
now
like-
the pressure's gonna be on. You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
it's on.
People might respond. People respond differently to different situations. You know what I mean? Once the pressure is on.
Now people have film on you. They have a whole season
Yep.
to prepare for you. Whole off season. Coach can put game plans in. You know, like, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, whenever Matt Castle stepped in for
Brady.
what you call it, right? For Brady.
Mhm.
Dude, people are like, what just hit us, right? They're like, man, this guy's just as good as Brady. Oh,
No,
boom, he
nobody
gets
said
out.
that.
He
Nobody
gets
said that.
out.
Nobody
Yeah.
said that. Nobody said
Okay,
that.
maybe nobody said that,
Nobody
but
said that.
right,
But-
but they were like, you know what?
But they landed him a fat contract.
They landed him a fat contract.
Do you remember who he signed with?
Chiefs.
Yes.
Chiefs.
Do you remember what their record was the next season?
Not good.
It was good. It was actually 10-5.
Really?
10-5. They
missed the playoffs.
They didn't play a game or something?
I just know he came to
Oh,
Dallas.
I think it was 10-5-1.
A tie.
Because that's why they missed the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a tie.
And then everybody thought he was gonna have a better season the next season. And it was like 6-4, and he was getting hurt. And Matt Castle was an aberration, and even in the Patriots.
Matt Castle didn't even play much in college. He backed up like Carson Palmer.
Yeah, he did his thing, man. He did his thing. But man, he parlayed. He played that backup role well.
But
Smart
hey,
man.
Jimmy
Michael's
G.
in the house.
Hey, Michael's in the house.
Who?
Scylla is VIP.
Yes, that is. Hey, Sam, move so you can. Hey, yes.
Keep going.
Just
Yes.
wave. Just wave.
Hey, let's just move.
You want to introduce yourself to the
That's a totally different
They
scene.
know. They know who she is.
Yeah, so
She's the mysterious woman in the back.
Jimmy
all
G's
you
a
need to know.
top 5 paid player. That's reaching.
What? Who?
Jimmy G.
Oh, well, it's only until the new contracts come up. That's how the NFL
Yeah.
is.
See, the thing is, it's like
You're the top for a year or top 5 for a
they
year.
they try. 49ers want to reward him, and hopefully this
He'll
gamble
stay.
pays off. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
hopefully it pays off.
He rewarded him. San Fran rewarded him. He rewarded the porn star.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Whoa, let me ask you a question. Hold on, time out. This is just a man question, ladies. I apologize. Because of the skills of a porn star, is he really rewarding her, or is?
Well, I'm just saying, like it cost him some money.
I don't think
yeah,
it cost
yeah.
him any money. What, a dinner? That he would have
No.
spent on a girl that maybe doesn't do
Yeah,
things
yeah, exactly.
that she would do?
It's gonna cost something anyways, like we said.
We had a conversation
Yeah.
about this, Andy. You always
Eventually, it's gonna cost you something.
So, whether it's a dinner, a movie ticket,
Yeah.
a couple drinks at the bar,
A
it
car
always costs
sometimes.
something.
It was like, oh
It's gonna
yeah,
cost you something somewhere along the line.
I'll spend the night. Can you pay for the next year?
It might cost you 18 years and a child 15 minutes of fame.
Dude, you know, there's this real quick, because we're running this. You said it cost you 18 years. There's this little meme.
18 years.
Yeah, they're like, if this guy was like, fellas, don't let this $10 sundress cost you 18 years of your
Yo, for real. Yeah, and something else about the porn star. She's only gonna sleep with other guys who are getting paid to sleep with her, so she's not gonna cheat on you.
She don't fuck for free.
it's
You know
like
what I
a
mean?
Too Short song. An old Too Short songs. Don't fuck for free.
Yo, for real, like
That's true.
him having money, she has money. He doesn't have nothing to hide. He don't have to worry about no scandals because somebody want to.
Well, okay, so hold on. You say she has money. Like, do we know who she is? Is she?
I don't
is
know
she a
anything.
big
I
name?
know nobody looked her up. You know what I'm saying? No, we weren't.
Yeah, I know.
you
But they just know
if
she
we
a
wanted
porn
to look
star.
her up, there would have been other stuff in the room.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I got you.
I mean, I couldn't tell you her name. I'm sorry. She's not,
Yeah, I don't
she's not
know.
like famous like
All I
that.
know is she got a big.
Like I know who Sasha Grey is. She was on whatchamacallit.
Michael
What's that HBO show?
said she got rewarded with a money shot.
Oh man! Again, so was she getting rewarded or was he?
Yeah, I would say him.
Right?
I think he was treating himself.
For real.
He was treating
Treat
himself.
yourself. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, in a dream world, where would you put Carmelo? What team?
In the East.
Yeah. Somewhere. I mean, he
You
wants
said
to be a
Miami.
star.
So what do you say? Just give it to me. I'm gonna throw some questions. These are fire, rapid.
Hey,
quick.
it's not even Miami. I want him to be on a losing team.
Yeah.
Honest.
He'll put up 40 points a game. Some team that won't.
So give me a team name. Toronto. With
Nah.
Kawhi?
Nah.
Toronto's still gonna make the playoffs. That's a
Yeah,
winning
yeah,
team.
yeah.
It's close to New York. So
Give him Chicago.
Yeah,
Chicago
Chicago.
Chicago would be interesting for
Yeah,
him with the
yeah.
team and everything.
Nah, I
Okay.
see that with the Knicks.
How should Le'Veon Bell feel right now about Todd Gurley's contract?
Woo!
Exactly. See, that's
Hey,
why
he congratulated
You can
him.
go first.
Man. Steelers disrespecting him.
Okay, what you got?
I gotta agree.
So now we can go a little bit into it real quick. Why they disrespect him? What do you feel? Like they've been franchising him. He's been getting. He's the top
He wants a
player.
long-term deal. You know what I'm saying? He
That's
wants
what
to lock
everybody
in.
wants. They want safety.
Yeah, they want safety. Here you go, year by year. He can blow up a knee tomorrow.
Hey, running back
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
Running back,
short shelf
shortest lifespan.
So if you were looking at it from a business aspect, and you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, Do you agree with their decision, or do you feel they should have locked him up?
I agree with the decision, but people are gonna look at the organizations like, oh, these motherfuckers.
That's another reason I like the Rams.
Cheap,
They kind of did what Seattle did when they locked everybody up, and just kind of said,
well,
we're gonna have this
look
for 4
what
5
they're
years.
ride
doing
with this
now.
crew.
Look what they're
We're
doing
gonna ride
now.
with this crew
They had to
here.
blow it up. Sherman
like it.
gone.
Yeah.
Chancellor retired.
Thomas gone.
No.
Thomas is gonna be
Yeah.
gone.
Well,
and
he
then now
wants to
you
leave.
have Wilson.
Yeah. Well, he was.
See, the thing is that
he was all they did last year.
they won one Super Bowl.
Mellow
with
to the
crew.
Harlem Globetrotters.
No, yeah, it'd be badass.
Goddamn.
It'll be good. It'll sell the same amount of tickets.
No, but really, Seahawks won one Super Bowl and lost another.
But
Yeah.
that's
You know what I'm saying?
that's all they want. Is
That's
one
dude.
Well,
one
yeah, you build your
championship,
fan base,
and that's
everybody
it.
comes up.
Exactly.
That can last 10 years before you got to be in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
You go the
just
next
want
10
that
years,
one
not and
championship.
you'll have a fan base.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, no, I totally agree with that. Okay, real quick. I was reading this, and then I saw the freaking interview for it on ESPN. Sorry to call you guys out. They said they did like the top quarterbacks or whatever, and they said Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are a tie for the best quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to lay it out like this and then let you guys go. Aaron Rodgers has the most talent as a quarterback.
Uh-huh.
Tom Brady is the best quarterback in terms of execution, technique,
Yeah.
delivery, finding the right. Tom Brady is the best quarterback. You cannot take that away from him. So it's 1 and then 2, and it's not even close. Aaron Rodgers has the injuries, all that other stuff. What do you say?
Absolutely 100% agree.
What do you say?
Hate to agree. No, but yeah, you're right. You hit it right on the money, man.
Like Aaron Rodgers is good.
Yeah, he's talented.
He's not Brady territory.
No, but he is Peyton Manning territory in terms. Like I feel like he can get those numbers. He's still,
Yeah, like comparing him to Peyton is a
that's more
better
comparable,
comparison.
yeah.
Big numbers, regular season, playoffs, nah.
and he
right?
doesn't always have the team around him
Yeah.
or the right coach or anything of that nature.
Rings,
Right?
But Brady-
rings
Brady-
put him over the top.
Nobody in the league currently, and I don't see it for a while.
Being that level.
Yeah.
They called it out. They had a random offensive coordinator who said the Patriots defense is shit. That's what he said in this interview. He said,
yeah?
Okay, he said the Patriots, those words. He said the Patriots defense, that's why I'm using that word. The Patriots defense is shit nowadays. That the Patriots wouldn't be anywhere they are if it wasn't for the quarterback they have. Because teams have the game plan for him and they still can't beat him.
No, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's 100%. 100. Where's the emoji? 100.
100.
4 years ago, I want to say it was 4, I'm pretty sure it was 4 years ago. Michael, check it. Opening day against the Buffalo Bills, he throws for 500 yards, like 500 and change, 4 touchdowns. The way he did it though, like the precision, like hike, sees the field, hits the fucking ball. Like I had to call people, like, yo, are you watching the Patriots right now? Like, are you seeing what Tom? And this was like at 150 yards and like 10 for 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yo, are you watching what Tom? He's dissecting the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo right now.
That's what he does.
Like to see it though, like it's like when you remember those old games they used to have where there was a football game, it was electronic, and it was like bam, 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 had all the guys jump running around and stuff. Yes,
Yeah.
So that, okay, so you remember that, right? That's
do
what
remember
football.
No.
You've never seen them?
It was
No,
like
no, no.
that.
Yeah, these giant
It was like
tables,
that.
and it goes
From like the 70s.
Yeah, it goes like and the
Yeah,
players are
like
running
radio
around.
Oh yeah. No, it's like
And they're carrying a little football
Yeah,
thing,
the
and
little-
yeah, okay.
I got you.
So that's how like I see football when it happens, right? Excuse me. So hike, and then there's all this, and they're going, and then through all that, Tom Brady's just like stoic, He goes, and he's like, it's just there's no comparison.
Guys, Daniel needs a soundboard.
He is the soundboard. Don't worry about it.
I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing all right.
No, yeah, man, dude, like, there's so many topics on here today that were so laughable. These reporters,
But it's a different week. That's all.
No, like, it really is, because, like, dude, like, I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan. Again, like, I'm a big fan of sports, right? When you're good, you're good,
Yep.
right?
Gotta give
But
credit.
when you say something stupid, like, I'm gonna have to call you out. I'll call my own home team. I don't care, right? Saying Aaron Rodgers same level is like.
Yeah, it's not. And Stephen A. Smith. Yes, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man.
He's a bad
Max Kellerman, Max Kellerman on First Take, dude. That dude loved. I mean, they could be talking about they could talk about something completely non-football related. Somehow he needs to bring up Aaron Rodgers.
No, that's Stephen A. Smith. That's Stephen A. Smith.
No.
It's Stephen A. Smith.
Max Kellerman.
Max Kellerman loves him some Eli. He is an Eli.
Nah,
he's a Giants
man.
fan.
He's an
He's
Aaron
a
Rodgers
Giants
guy.
fan. No.
He looks like Aaron Rodgers.
Michael, I need your help.
Aaron
No,
Rodgers.
I promise
Man.
I need your help.
I promise you.
He's all on his
No.
ball sack, man.
I mean, he is, well, only because he says Tom Brady's going to fall off a cliff.
yeah.
The same day that Max Kellerman has too much to drink and drives off one. Like, that's what, you know what I mean? 'Cause
No, Max Kellerman, I don't know,
Like,
man.
you know.
Every time I watch this, like this dude.
You know, I liked him on his other show with Marcellus and Michelle Beadle, the one that they do, whatever, I forget what it's called right now. But no, I forget what it's called. Anyways, I've been drinking. If I wasn't drinking,
That tolerance up, son.
yeah, no, well, I don't have it like the rest of y'all. You know what I mean?
No, I don't drink. I don't drink.
I don't drink much.
If there was a drinking division, even with being at 240 pounds, I would be in the lightweight division. I'd be in there with people like 5'2", 125 pounds.
Okay, your liver's in better condition than ours.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, but my lungs probably are.
Truth.
So, oh man, I'm
that?
sorry.
Who's truth?
So, you wanted to talk about Walter Carr from Birmingham, Alabama, right?
No,
Yeah. So we
Feel
got
good
we got a segment. Yes they did, right? We want to keep this one a little bit non-sport related. So I'm gonna have to read off my phone. It's a pretty big story, right? So Walter Carr from Birmingham, Alabama, right? His car broke down the night before he started a new job, and he's like, you know what? I gotta get to this job. It's 20 miles away. His only transportation, his feet.
Bus 11.
Yep. So he started to walk at midnight so he can be there by 8 in the morning the next day for his shift. Okay? So this company is called Bellhops. Bellhops is the company. Okay? During this time during his walk, he had 2 police officers actually pick him up. They asked him, hey, what's going on? What are you trying to do? Told him the story. Boom. Police officers gave him a ride. Hey, shout out to the police officers. Still doing nice things, right?
You don't hear about those cops.
Yeah, you don't. You hear about the
But go
guys
ahead.
that like beat people up.
Yeah,
or
you don't
whatever,
hear about
right?
those cops, but go ahead.
So anyways, more of the story is CEO of Bellhops was like, hey, you know what? Walter, I want to meet you. Let's have a meeting. Let's just sit down and chat. And he gave this guy his 2014 Ford Escape that he barely used, right? So these are the good stories that doesn't make big headlines, right?
Yeah.
And then before leaving this story, I just want to give a quote from Mr. Carr himself. He said, don't let nobody tell you you can't do something. It's up to us to whether we can, right?
Yep.
So,
Basically.
look, none of us is going to walk 20 miles. Like, let's not lie. This
Speak for
man
yourself.
was going to get up.
I would walk 20,000.
I would if I had to.
Yeah,
Right.
he got up 8 hours before his shift to walk the 20 miles, and then he's going to have to work his shift.
How much you want to bet that I'll walk 20 miles? How much can I get out of this bet?
Well,
What is the monetary value? How much can we? I will walk 20 miles and work a full
all right,
shift.
no bet.
Yeah, you're gonna walk back on to Bentonville, right?
Yep.
20 miles.
And then yep, let's do it. How much can I get? How much can I get?
No bet.
It's got to be worth it. It's got to be like at least over a G. But
No
I'll do it.
bet. Give you one
I
bottle
do
of
it for
tequila.
20 miles? You tell me if I only got to walk 8 hours somewhere and I can make a G, that's a good day.
Give you one
Overnight,
bottle.
overnight though. Yeah, I ain't doing it during the day.
No, yeah.
Not here. Not here in July.
I just walked the green trail. Snatch a bike. Real quick. All right. So, I hit you with those questions. I did want to ask you 2 more real
Okay,
quick.
sure.
Red Sox pulled off, I think, a big trade for Nathan Eovaldi to shore up their pitching core.
I don't know that's a big trade.
Okay?
I don't know that's a big
Of
trade.
what's available, what do you... So you don't like it? You don't
I mean,
like it?
I don't like it, but I don't think it's a big trade.
The better name was Britton, but the
You
Yankees
think
got him. Zach Britton. Yeah,
You think that was a better name?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay, because Eovaldi is like a Yankee killer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know too much.
That's
about
what
that.
he's Tampa Bay.
He's
and he's a Yankee
been
killer.
doing well. Like he's had a pretty good season. I think he's coming off some like Tommy John stuff, right? But he was a big name before his surgery, right? But the thing is, he's not the. Let's just say he's not the biggest name.
Okay,
that's,
and then-
that's out there.
Will Dwayne Wade go play for 20 to 25 million in Siberia? They say it's China, but where the team is at, it's actually like Siberia. So
But it's a 3-year though. It's a 3-year contract. It's not
3-year
25 a
deal.
year. It's a 3-year deal. So it's like what is that?
I don't know.
Shit, let's do some
70
math.
I don't know,
That's
7
like
times 3 is 21.
6 something. 6
No,
point
7
something
times 3
million.
is 21. So if it's about 70 a year.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Damn. Hey, I'm not Asian. I'm not the real Asian. Can't do math.
Bernard.
Hey, Bernard's here, straight right.
Straight right in the building, yo.
You gotta throw right to the left. Let me see a combo. Let me see a combo on camera, man. On camera. You got to hit with it. There you go.
Oh,
Kicked over a bottle.
That's all
Dude, he was
right.
throwing hands and things are still moving.
bro.
Just picking up the glass. No, that's what's up, man. So you guys, where you at on that?
I think he should.
he should be because
That'd be big for his brand.
it's a big. See, I mean, like when what's his face, Marbury went to China, he became such a real
Well,
popular.
Marbury said it's 50 games. You're going to be living near Siberia, and all the travel is commercial flights. It's not like cushy like the NBA. With private jets and everything.
Well, the thing is,
He can fly first class, I
Mulberry
guess.
is
He's got
bigger
enough
in
money.
China than he is, back in the
US.
States.
Well, what if he played for a team? Or he could just stay in Miami, probably make $5 million a year. 3
Yeah,
years,
that's
make $15 million.
But he wants more Instagram followers.
Like, the thing is, like, so you
He
gotta
wants to
understand.
build his brand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He has a shoe deal with, is it La Ning? Something like that, right? So his brand is from China, so your audience is, a lot of it is in the China market. Why
Asian
not go
market,
play
Asian
there?
market.
Yeah, Asian market. Why not go play there and then try
We
to
could be
boost it
politically
up?
correct.
Because I'm not gonna lie, there's really not a whole bunch of people rocking his shoes in the States I have seen.
Put more people got Lonzo Ball sneakers than they have Dwayne Wade's.
Bibi,
Yeah.
Ooh,
Sad.
hey. All right, let me
And
stop
more
that.
people probably bought, his track
Yeah,
off
so, I
iTunes.
mean,
I didn't even know Dwayne Wade had a sneaker until Andy told me right now.
He needs to do what his boy LeBron's doing, right? And build out his legacy, right? His legacy is gonna be with La Ning. I think that's the brand.
So he'll have an international brand and LeBron will have a USA brand?
Yeah, the thing is, he could be big in the China market.
There's a billion people.
You know, the thing is, like if he was with Nike, yeah, it doesn't
A
make
billion
that
of
much
those,
sense.
we say they have a billion people, but like 10% of the country has internet.
See, the thing is, if
So you have like, you don't have, you have 100 million people. You don't
but it's
have,
completely
Look,
untapped.
Well, here's the other thing.
Untapped, though.
Here's the other thing.
Untapped.
The CBA is soft.
like dudes are still making rice. Like, you know what I mean? They're in rice fields with no internet. You know what I mean? Like they are in rice, like the rice paddy fields are beautiful, but they're there with no internet.
Now, we're talking about rice paddy fields?
Yeah, we're talking, well, what we're saying is, like they're like,
That's more southern China.
they're saying that Dwayne Wade should go play in Siberia.
China.
Like, I'm serious, Siberia. And I'm telling them that it'd be better for him to play here for $5 million. And they're saying, well, he could build his brand because there's a billion people there.
If he
But
comes here,
I said, if
he heard-
a billion people had internet, it would be different. There's more like 100 million have internet. And then it's controlled by the government.
It's true. The infrastructure side.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if they don't like Dwayne Wade or he says something stupid, they could shut down Dwayne Wade following.
No, it doesn't. But the thing is, like, Wayne knows how to interact. He's a vet. He's not a rookie, loudmouth. Going to China.
And I think that's why they get those players.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be shoplifting.
But you know what's funny? you know what
Hey,
You
look
ain't gotta worry about that.
you know what the Chinese league is though?
No.
It's the MLS of basketball.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? See, the thing is, it's good though.
You know what the problem with the MLS is too? Because I watched a couple games lately.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you to you right now. Now I got a camera. I can say things directly to the
yeah.
camera. I'm gonna say it like this. The problem with MLS is presentation. They look like the camera work and everything is from like 98, 99,
No money.
2000.
There's no money. No money.
Yo. They should be putting their money into presentation. UFC is all about presentation.
Yeah.
All about storylines with the
Hey,
NBA.
but
And we're still talking NBA. Some there's no games being played. Some league's over, Andy, and we're still talking NBA.
no, you're right. You have a point. Nobody's talking MLS. Like when MLS is
MLS is
going
though,
on,
man.
it's growing, but it's still nowhere where it needs to be.
Don't hate
Where
on
people
MLS.
are.
Nah,
No, I'm not hating on MLS. No, I'm not that guy.
MLS team here in North Stars
Yeah.
here in 10 years.
If somebody said, "Hey, you want to invest for $1 today, and you can own 1% or 1% of 1% of a team," I would invest everything I could, right now.
No, I mean like it's just that they need to
Presentation
get.
side.
Oh,
There.
what Michael Silly said ATL United is winning MLS Cup?
Atlanta United. They
You're good.
They
You're
always
good.
have 70,000 people rocking hard, bro.
Look,
You know
when
what
I
I'm
can
saying?
name
At the
more
game, you know?
WNBA teams than MLS teams, we have a disconnect, especially with the amount of youth soccer groups in the United States.
Hey, real quick, What's up, Lock? I think this is the first time on the show.
Lock
Go.
Oh,
Hey, the nail shop,
Oh, man,
Bentonville,
that's an
ladies.
amazing
Ladies, if you need your
His
nails
name
done.
is Lock Doe. Locking money. His name is
That's
awesome.
what he's doing.
No, he's locking in.
His name is awesome.
Yeah. But, yeah, hey, your chair, hey, man, hey, come show up. Lock Doe, come show up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Check
yeah,
out the
yeah.
chair.
We need to have a guest next week anyway. It's been
Oh,
a
yeah.
little while.
Yeah, it's
we
been a
need a
little
guest. We need a guest. Bernard's been showing up. You know what I mean? We need some more guests up in here. So keep a lookout for the TATS live party. That should be coming in August, as long as Chun gives us the okay.
Yeah, it's the okay. I think it's actually more of a definitive September. Me and Moles were talking about it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hey, look, and we just got some movement.
All right. That's Matthew McConaughey. That's not Matthew. You don't need a soundboard, I'm telling you. You don't need a soundboard. I got
No,
you.
but when you're not here, I need to replicate all these noises, you know?
I'll get on it.
You're gonna get on that one?
It's gonna be re-recorded, but it's fine. It's fine.
we got you recorded in the intro.
Samples are fun, man.
I mean, we don't even need to pay him. Just all right. He's good to go. We're done. All right, so
Dude, we need the biggest soundboard we can get. We got so many from just Daniel. He'll fill up the first page.
you're gonna have to put like a label on each one though, because
Oh, yeah.
I won't remember them.
Oh, yeah. You just
I'll just start pressing stuff. I'm like, oh, wrong one. Is this one? Waste 5 minutes of the show. All right, so we had a fun show today. Is there anything that we missed that either one of you want to talk about today?
No.
One last thing.
Any trades? Anything that popped up? Anything in sports? Anything in real life?
Oh, real quick. You got anything?
No. Go
Real quick. DeMar DeRozan came out saying, hey.
All the bugs end up in yours.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody can see that, but every day they come. Every time you're the buffer.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, so DeMar came
It's
out.
better him than me.
DeMar came out, was like, hey, you know what the Raptors did was BS. And like there was a big debate on ESPN, but like, you know, is he right? Does he have the right to do this? What the players doing? You know what? Hey, he's right. Like the thing is, if the player cannot express their opinion on, hey, you know what, how I got treated was BS, then that kind of mutes everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So I say let him.
Yeah,
let him express his opinion. Like social media is such a big platform, right? The thing
But
is,
that's
like,
why Le'Veon Bell doesn't have a contract.
it's you know it's one of those things to where I hate to use this line, but it is what it is, right? Like business is always going to come first. That's what it ultimately comes down to.
If you want to be successful in sports, you have to be able to pounce when you have an opportunity. Raptors took the opportunity to get Kawhi, who they believe is a better player than
Top
DeMar
5
DeRozan.
player, right?
LeBron is no longer in the East, so they probably would have been strong regardless.
Yep.
They feel they're a stronger team now. We'll see how that pans out.
1 year. For 1
Kawhi
year.
is still saying he doesn't want to be there, but he'll go play, I'm sure.
Well, he went to go do a physical, so he's going to be.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
I mean, he'll be there.
And DeMar DeRozan, I think everything you said was okay.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
There's nothing wrong. Like some
Just
people were
speak your
debating,
mind.
like
Martavis Bryant, when he said, you know, the Steelers don't want to re-sign me to a contract, I just want a long-term deal with it. Martavis went through the same thing. They traded him. Traded him. So, you know, in NFL, it's not a good idea. I still believe players should continue to speak up for
No, I
nothing will
think they
change.
should always speak up.
Yeah.
They should always speak up if they feel like they're treated unfair. Hey, say something. You know what? Because you still have a contract. You get traded. It's the same thing. Maybe you don't want to be there, but you know what? At the end of the day, you're still getting paid.
And honestly, when they speak up, they're doing a good for everybody that's coming after them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's about setting that path for
Yep.
the future generation.
And that's something that we have to commend LeBron on. Whether it's social issues, contract issues, fighting for other teammates, making sure he has a team around him that he thinks is best for him and the players. He's always been vocal where that has been frowned upon in the past.
Yeah, like LeBron has been, you know, like not to put this as a negative spin, but it's always been about, hey, I'm gonna do me, right? And that's how players should look at it. Because I mean, look at DeMar, right? At the end of the day, if the team can just cut you like that, why don't you put yourself in a better position to leverage?
And more of a leadership role where they feel they need you more.
Yeah.
You know, where if he would have been more assertive during those playoff games and he was averaging 30 and they lost, they probably wouldn't have traded him.
No, like here's another way to look at it, right? Everybody, you know, we're talking about, Le'Veon. Hey, I want security. You know, I want to make sure.
He's saying it.
Look
He's
at LeBron.
vocalizing.
Look at LeBron. I'm signing 1-year deals because you know what? You need to prove to me next year that you're gonna keep improving this team. Because if you're not, I'm
He
bouncing.
flipped that leverage.
Yeah.
Darrell Revis chose where he wanted to go.
Yep.
Got max money every time he went. Was averaging 19 to 20 million as a cornerback on Revis
Thing is,
Island.
you're taking a a risk though. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
yeah,
you get
I
the-
mean,
but it's
you
guaranteed
have
for
to-
that year.
But then
Yeah.
you have to take a risk. Like the thing is,
That's
whoever's
the
gonna
way-
bet on you, you gotta bet on yourself. Like
And
you gotta
that's the
believe
way
in
the
yourself.
league.
Yeah.
Yo, Kirk Cousins had to do it in the NFL. That's the way it's set up. In the NBA, you can leverage your talent, everything a little more.
Yeah.
You know, contracts are guaranteed, so once you have it, it's yours. They're insured, so teams are protected. So that's why they do all that. In the NFL, they're not guaranteed.
Yeah.
So it's a different animal. So you have to get as much guaranteed money up front, as much money as you can from the signing bonus, so that you only leave a little bit on the table.
Because they'll cut you like that.
Oh yeah.
And they don't owe you anything at that point. So, other than what was guaranteed in the payout structure.
Mhm.
So you need to be very careful. And if you're an NFL player like Le'Veon Bell, who has the best running back numbers in the history of the NFL over the last 5 seasons, you definitely need to get your money's worth. And 14 million a year is fantastic. I'm sure he might spend 3 or 4 every year, and he's cashing 10 and cashing 10 and cashing 10. But 4 years, 40 in your bank account swells that to an $80 million account. So it's 2 different worlds, and he deserves the contract. So
he does.
Pittsburgh, get your shit together.
They've always kind of done that, I think, to a lot of players.
Nah, they took care of Hines Ward.
Times
Took care of Ben Roethlisberger. It's like you gotta be a roughneck, or you gotta rape a woman
There's
in
a
the
lot
bathroom.
of
For that
Pittsburgh,
fucking message.
I just remember them a lot of like free agents leaving. You know what I mean? Because they didn't really have the money to sign them.
They have the money.
They,
The
they,
rumors
they
are
have the money. They just
Yeah,
they
they
just
just-
don't want to do it.
They just want to.
When,
Yeah.
when your team is worth $1 billion and you pay the lowest contracts out of any major sports team,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
They just don't want to pay it.
yeah, no, they
You know
have
what
the money. Any NFL team can pay any player essentially anything they want to
Yeah.
pay him.
Mhm.
They could be like, here's a $250 million contract like the MLB players get. Okay, they could do that, but they don't. And they only play 16 games, and that's how they justify it.
And also, players don't have any leverage. They can't switch leagues. They can only play football in the NFL for that kind of money.
Yep.
They can't, like in soccer, you know. All right, you guys ain't playing me. All right,
I'll go to your- I'll go to
yeah,
your-
yeah,
That's
yeah,
every American league
Yeah,
is a monopoly.
exactly,
Every
exactly.
American league is a monopoly.
Yeah, hey, real
Exactly.
quick. So
It's crazy. You know what I mean? They have no leverage.
So we're 6 minutes over, so we need to start wrapping up.
no, hold on. Let's cover something Michael just brought up real
Oh,
quick.
okay.
It's a really good topic.
Julio Jones.
He said Julio Jones is 100% wrong in his contract dispute with the Falcons. So he's sitting out. I think he has like 3 years left.
Didn't he
or
just sign
so.
one, like-
He just signed it.
A couple years ago.
He wants to get paid more, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let y'all go first.
No, I'll go last.
All right.
How I feel about it?
Yeah.
You signed it 2 years ago, man. It's like,
So you think he's wrong?
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
You gotta honor the contract that you signed.
No, go ahead.
You gotta honor the contract you signed.
I think this happens a lot, like the thing is like what we were talking about earlier with Jimmy G, he's a top 5 player that it's just gonna keep scaling down as the league gets more money, right? Like I agree with Michael, I agree with you, he did sign a contract and at the time he was the highest paid, if not the second highest paid player. Okay, yeah, somebody comes in and they get more money, but that's just how it works,
Yeah.
right? You get guaranteed 70 mil this year, next year this guy gets 75, the year after that's 80, right? That's just how it works. But you know what? You keep working. I don't think he can do it because I know he has more than 2 years. I think it's 3 years left on that contract because it's very, very fresh, right? The ink probably still hasn't dried yet. You can't ask for it right now.
Yeah.
Maybe next year you can probably sit out or whatever, but Falcons are not going to give in.
Yep.
And that's fine.
Fine him every
Yeah,
game he's not
and that's fine.
20K.
Like Julio is a big name, love it, right? I
Yeah.
love him as a player. He's a great player. I mean, this guy, like, you can't game plan around him. Like, he'll double team him, triple team him, he'll still get the ball, right?
What you do.
3 years left.
3, yeah.
Hey, Michael, can you look up the contract real quick and post the contract numbers on there before I speak? I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. I'm gonna let Andy keep going on this. Go ahead.
All right, so I got 20 seconds now, right?
Alright.
I don't see anything wrong. Like, I think it's he should honor his contract.
Exactly what I said.
Okay, so I'm about to go in. All
You
right.
need a drink, sir?
No.
All right.
So, the Le'Veon Bell situation that we spoke about. We covered where your contracts are front loaded and you can get cut.
Yep.
So in this next season, his contract is not nearly as much as what it was the first 2 seasons because he had the bonus money and then he had the money up front.
Yep.
Okay? So he's going to take less money. I think he's going to be like the 5th or 6th highest paid wide receiver this year. Okay? Due to his contract status. He wants to be the highest paid wide receiver when he gets the most targets, the most volume, takes the most hits, He is the whole offense currently for the Atlanta Falcons. Okay,
Like,
and he's saying, no. They're not. But they're not. No, he control. If you take Julio Jones off of that field, okay, they're not the same team, bro.
Okay, well, yeah.
He commands
being
so
a
much.
top,
I agree with that.
being a top 5 paid wide receiver
No,
in the
it's still
league,
not okay.
that's what it is.
It's still not okay because the NFL this year can cut him. The Atlanta Falcons can cut Julio Jones this year, and it won't cost him but like $5 or $10 million long term. Okay, he needs to get his contract re-up now for the more of that guaranteed money. And
Because he's still in his prime.
exactly where 2 years from now.
How old
he
is
may not
Julio?
be.
How old is Julio?
2010 was probably 2009 was his.
Okay, he's 29. He's 29.
2011.
Come
Right.
down. Go to, there we go. Boom. Look, 12 million signing bonus, 14 million a year, guaranteed to sign 35.5, total guarantee 47. He's already blown through half of that. He's already blown through half that. He's already got half
All
that
that
money.
guaranteed money's already out.
He's already got half that money.
All that money's already
Can you
out.
pull that back up real quick for me? Alright, so come down a little bit. Base salary, so we're in 2017.
So he's getting 10.
2018.
He's getting 12 mil.
No,
12
I don't
9.
know if you remember the story about the
Okay, but what is that in
Atlanta.
terms of numbers? Like 5th or
The
6th?
goal-
You think that's a lot?
The goal.
You
Well,
know,
it's, the thing is, like, again, you have 3 years
They
left.
shut down because
That's
they
too
gave
much.
like celebrities.
That's
like,
too much.
no-
Next year,
like,
when there's
free
no
money
more
to
signing
go
bonus,
party
next
there.
year's actually going to be
Well,
like
strip club.
14
so he
9.
does it now, and then they
Just
redo
to-
it, and he back
just to
loads the
up their
signing bonus.
profile. You know,
No,
they gave
he could re up next year. If he would have done this next year, they would have given him a contract.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You do it every year. You do it every year.
They just don't get
You
caught.
do it every year. Every year. Every single
Pillow
year.
pops.
CJ2K. You hold out every single year in the NFL. If I'm a player and I have a year that was better than my last year, I'm holding out for more money the next season.
You could always break your leg. You're right about that.
The NFL is no guarantees, man.
Nope.
He's making 14 million. This wide receiver's making 19 right now. Brandon Cooks got a fat contract right
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
What did we say he was making? 21 million? I'll be pissed if I'm Julio Jones and Brandon Cooks making
Yeah,
21
Brandon
million.
Cooks doesn't put up anywhere near the numbers.
It's not even close, bro. So if I'm Julio Jones, I'm sitting here like, yo, I saw these jerseys. I'm worth 30 million.
Yeah, he sells a lot of jerseys, yeah.
He's Michael Vick money, bro. He's
Yeah.
Michael Vick money.
Popularity too. He's very
He
popular.
is Michael Vick money
Very popular.
and not paying the man what he's like right now. He's looking at it like I'm working for half what I'm worth.
Hey, right now,
I ain't
timestamp.
even mad at him.
725, right? This time next year, Julio will have a contract. Bigger contract.
Man,
But he's
I
not going
think
to get
the
it this
fa-
year.
the Falcons
He
are
can't
smart
get
to
it when
pay.
he got 3 years left.
Look at Michael said,
You can be a free agent.
"You are a free agent."
you know why? Because that's a homer right there talking from Georgia about the Atlanta
Oh
Falcons.
yeah.
So his opinion don't really count on the Atlanta Falcons. That's like asking me about the Patriots. I'm
Yeah.
biased as hell, even though I'm not digging Bill Belichick. Well, boys, the show was fun.
Okay.
Michael, we love having you here all the time. Who's the best referee in the NFL?
Ed Hockley. That's the only name I
Ed
know.
Hockley.
That's the only name I know.
Probably Ed Hockley. Probably.
Is that
He's
the
the most
level
fair.
people?
No, the dude.
That's a movie,
Oh,
yeah,
the
you got the
biceps.
guns, man.
That's
That's
just- I just don't like what he said to Cam Newton.
What he said?
You don't get that call. You're too young.
No! That's dirty.
Yeah, it was a dirty hit too. Dirty hit.
Oh, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, Bernard.
If y'all want to watch boxing this weekend, Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter.
You gotta come
You gotta come to the mic. You gotta come to the
Come
mic.
on, come on.
Come on the mic, man. You gotta let everybody hear it.
So if everybody's looking for boxing this weekend, Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter is gonna be fireworks. Make sure you check it out.
Where at? Where?
It's on pay-per-view.
It's on pay-per-view.
Oh, okay,
It's big
PPV, man.
PPV.
Is it a title fight? IBF?
I believe it is a
I think
title.
IBF,
Also,
Yeah.
number 2 in the world from Straight Right Boxing and Fitness, Kim Connor Hamby.
In London.
In London at the O2 Arena, so she'll be fighting this weekend too. We'll have
Yeah.
episodes about that.
Pay-per-view.
PPV,
Yeah, that's the only way to do it, man.
not POV.
We talked about that.
Hey, he's selling that Jimmy G. He's selling that Jimmy G right now.
That's what Jimmy G sex tape is gonna be. They're gonna have a Jimmy G sex tape that's POV, and it's gonna be from the other girl's position.
No, he's gonna be when he has a helmet on. He's when he has a helmet on. With the fucking...
You're gonna see the Jimmy G. She went on a date with him so they can Photoshop his face onto another model. Oh God! All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming out again.
I see you, Mike.
Thank you for everything you do on the back end. Shout out to Saigon Local. Shout out to the open house team. Shout out to Anybody else?
Straight right.
Straight right.
Straight right. Straight right. Shout out to Brielle. Shout out to everybody who's watching.
Mhm.
And Wakanda forever.
Wakanda.
Wakanda forever. You know what was funny? Can I throw something in before we say goodbye on that?
Sure, go ahead.
All right.
So I went to watch Black Panther in the movie theaters. I don't know, a couple days after it came out. And I swear to God, I came out of that bitch yelling Wakanda forever.
Oh yeah.
I went home and I was like, yo, you should have seen the movie, blah blah, talking to my girl and shit, like you should have seen it. She just don't go to movies, whatever. She's like, so she didn't see. I'm like, yo, Wakanda forever, Wakanda forever. She's like, what the f- you doing? I was like, it doesn't matter, Wakanda forever. All about it, man, all about that. Yo, it was, I don't know, it was just funny. I just
No,
thought
it was a great movie. I
Oh, yeah.
I watched it late to avoid the crash.
It's my second favorite superhero movie behind Wonder Woman. That's another conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a whole nother conversation. That'll be top five.
Top
superhero-
five some other time,
Top
yeah.
5 superhero movies next
Top 5 superhero movies.
week. We got it. All right. So Andy, is there anything you want to say in closing?
No, then we got everything covered.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we need to look forward to in the next week? Is there anything that we should know about other than the Mikey Garcia fight?
Yeah.
Kim Connor Hamby. Kim Connor Hamby.
in the world.
Killer Kim. Yeah, it's so
Arkansas.
crazy, man. Right out of Little Rock, Arkansas, number 2 in the world.
Yeah, and then if anybody watched, our episode 2 Saturdays ago, we were there. She was sparring. We got a great close up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably go edit that. I forgot to edit that. I'll edit that one.
We stopped it for you. So
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we have to
All
flip
right.
it back around.
Because we had
Yeah.
the Deflategate over here. These two, they were just hanging out, not saying anything.
Nah, no, man.
Y'all getting called like Deflategate over here because y'all was deflating the internet viewers.
My bad.
There was no alcohol. There was no alcohol.
They don't allow
It's a
booze in
ritual.
the gym.
Yeah, exit ritual. You guys ready? Everybody. Oh, you're not supposed to do that first without us.
I ain't got no
Oh, you ain't got no monster.
Pour
Pour
yourself.
yourself a shot.
I already took that shot, but I'll take another.
Nobody saw it.
Esplon.
Oh, I saw it.
Esplon.
No. God be my witness.
Oh, it's Espolon.
It's
I
Bologna.
left the O out of it. My bad. And I'm the
I
one
got
with
you.
the
I
Spanish.
got you. Why is my Spanish better than your Spanish?
Because you're from Missouri. Missouri has the real Latin tongue. People don't know.
All that meth was
They're famous for the Latino tongue. They have the rrr. It's just natural. In Missouri.
Missouri.
No. All right, guys. So, hey, Zach, what's up, man? You came in at the end of the show. You should check it out. Rewatch it. That's Loaf and Joe, Zach.
Loaf and Jones.
Oh, what's up?
Hey, 8th Street Market. Great wings.
What's up? Not just great wings,
Two
great
Asians.
pizza. And the potato chips is to die for. If you,
Oh, I haven't had the potato chips.
yo, if it was like, yo, you could have 3 things to eat with you forever, one of them would be Loaf and Joe's barbecue chips.
Yeah.
Yo, we need a bag of Loaf and Joe's barbecue chips on the show every week, Zach. All right, anyways, this has been episode 19. Andy, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
We're out.
It's the last one for July. You know that, right?
Oh, wait.
August, Wednesday,
Oh, yeah,
and then
it
it'll be August 1st.
TATS. Two Asians talk sports.